Hello and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be telling you that FM26 Console is actually not optimized for this controller. For example, in FM24 Console, your right analog stick, which is this one, used to have a lot of functionality. In the forums, I've been informed that the right analog clicking, which we used to do for the right mouse click, has now disappeared. This is being mapped to your square button or relative on Xbox. I think it's X. Don't quote me on that though, because I don't play Xbox. Y, X, yeah, X, the X button. Now they said this because they said the options button has been replaced by the square button, which is the actions. Now, 9 times out of 10, that makes complete sense. I didn't really like the options button. I don't really like the actions thing. I just wanted to right click in. But I raised this as a bug. I had a lot of people saying, "Oh, you can do it on mouse." So I thought, maybe it's the controller functionality, and there's a bug in PS5 that won't let you do things which you can using a mouse. Turns out I was incorrect. On the forums, I was informed that they actually, by choice, designed the remapping to go to square, which, as you can imagine, on some of those screens where you've got the square popping up, it doesn't even tell you what that is. So I took the plunge last night and I went back to mouse. I wanted to give it a chance, but I went back to mouse. I'll be honest with you, I'm sticking with mouse. I am not going back to controller ever again. Why? Because it makes so much more sense. I don't understand how a controller can be less compatible for a game than a mouse can. Okay, so I'm going to go into the game now, and we're going to load up my save. I'm currently as Ajax, just to get used to the game, because, you know, it's looking for a start of a game. And I'm just going to show you the compatibility of what I'm trying to do on a controller versus what I'm trying to do on a mouse. Okay, so first thing first, we're going to try and control it with the controller. So, as you can see, it flicks into controller, L2, R2, you can see it's already controller. If I move my mouse, you can see it goes, okay? So you'll be able to see when it turns from controller to mouse optimization, okay? Makes sense, yeah? Okay, so I want to have a look at, I want to have a look at old school me. I like to do my team reports. I cannot use the square function, as told to me by SI, to do anything that the right click used to do. Here comes mouse. Team report. That was one mouse click. Now, the part of the reason everyone's getting really annoyed about Football Manager 26 is the amount of clicks to do it. 9 times out of 10, the shortcut always used to be the right-hand mouse click, which used to be the R3 function. Again, I want to have a look at the squad. I can have a look at the overview of squad. Let's go to overview of Volendam. So I'm on the club site. Now, there's your actions of, obviously, news, team report. If I was on the controller, I'd have to do this. I'm going to go back. I have to go into Volendam, for example. I have to go to actions, which, by the way, still doesn't give me the square, right click, wherever you want to do it. It doesn't player profile. Go in and get team report. Okay. Same thing. Not great. We're going to do it now with these players. I want to get a team. I don't know what that player looks like. I just want to get a scout report in. Once again, I'm highlighting the player. I've got to go into that player to get a scout report. Actions, scout player, right? Without a mouse, with mouse settings, right click, scout player. One click, not 2 clicks. Sounds daft, I know, but there's other things here now, other functionalities, and this is not me being overcritical. This is me pointing out, if this is by design, these 2 items should be operating the same. You should not be able to do more on this than you can on this. After all, you got that many more buttons than 2 on here. It's ridiculous. And by the way, scrolling works on here. It doesn't work on here. I don't know if that's part of the reason why. But let's go into Volendam, for example. I can scroll up and down. Not a problem at all, a mouse. Go on controller. Can't scroll. Okay. To scroll on controller, I'm finding the best way of doing it is you have to push the mouse in and do it like that. Back to mouse. Oh, I got too far that time. naturally scrolling up and down. Now, I know that you can't always replicate the scroll function on a mouse because of the wheel in comparison to the right analog stick. I'm not an idiot. But that was much easier. Now, here's another right-click function, which is not available on console, which a lot of people are going to ask, and we're going to be starting doing a lot of video on this, and it's views. You can't customize everything to what you need, but you can do it using the mouse. Right-click. Replace columns. Let's see if we can do that on the console, is it? On the controller, yeah? Go in. Oh, see, now I've already lost rail. No. Pointless. And this is where I'm coming from. If you want a better experience on Football Manager Console 26, ignore this. Get this. People are asking me, how can I see my fitness, for example? Well, you can go find out fitness and injuries, fatigue, injured on, injury preventing. We're going to do all these customized views. I'm going to set up brand new customized views. And the key point we've got to find out now is, can we actually save them? So we've got a customized view there. Match load. I don't know where match load is, for example. Auto size all my things. Where's match load? There it is, match load. It's not quite right, is it? But export current view. Save it. Let's change the current view. And look. Brings it back. Can we do it on console? Controller? Yeah. You can bring it back afterwards. But you need this to set it bloody up. That is not a good design thing. I'm sorry. I don't like ranting. I'm being as supportive as I can about the game. There's lots of other things we got to cover which I'm going to rant about. But for God's sake, this should work like this. On PC, you literally go in, hey, have you tried this? And we tried that, and it worked to a point. Come on, Sports Interactive. It's ridiculous. Go do yourselves a favour. Go buy a mouse. I got a Bluetooth wireless one. 2 AA batteries. I'm not sure, about 30, 40 quid. Just as good as a controller. And that's because I'm sitting quite a far way away from obviously my TV. If I was sitting closer to the TV, you know what I'd probably do? I'd probably get a wired one. Anyway, look, my rant over and done with. Lots of things we're going to cover now thanks to using this instead of this. But I'm going to try and do both for future content so you can have it. This is what you do on mouse. This is how to do it on controller. If you can or can't. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I know it's been a bit of a rant. If you like this, comment and obviously comment. Tell me, what do you prefer, mouse or controller? Let me know what you think. Lots more videos coming, as you know. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care. See you later.